Good morning, all SYBSC botany student. I am here to deliver a lecture on a topic Introduction to Plant Taxonomy. So, this presentation includes Introduction to Angiosperm Taxonomy. There are some topics includes in this credit first, that is the definition, scope and importance and objectives of Angiosperm taxonomy. So first of all, we see about the definition of taxonomy. The term taxonomy was coined by APD Candolle in 1813. The taxonomy is the Greek word. This taxis is arrangement and nomos means law. So the definition of taxonomy is that the taxonomy is defined as the study of classification, identification, description and nomenclature of plant. The another definition is study of principles and practices of classification. There are another definitions according to G.H.M. Lawrence in 1955. According to this taxonomist, taxonomy is the science which includes identification, nomenclature and classification of objects and is usually restricted to the objects of biological origin. The another term is also that is the systematic botany, when taxonomy is concerned with the plant. It is referred to as a systematic botany. Taxonomy, animal taxonomy as well as plant taxonomy, but the taxonomy only concerned with the botany, then it is called as the systematic botany. It is also deals with the study of phenetic, genetic and phylogenetic relationship among living organisms. It deals with the systematic position, classification of plants and the rules that governs classification. This taxonomy is the fundamentals of botany, and this taxonomy is related with the other discipline of the botany. There is interrelationship between these disciplines. For example, morphology, anatomy, cytology, palynology, embryology, history, then evolution, genetics, chemistry, physiology, ecology. So these are the branches, and these branches having a interrelationship between interrelationship with a taxonomy. So taxonomy is an interdisciplinary science. Now it become a synthetic science which benefits from research in a variety of disciplines. It depends on knowledge of morphology, anatomy, embryology, cytology, genetics, etc. Taxonomy holds a unique position in biological science, that is, it serves as both queen and servant of biology. Then next point is the scope and importance. Why to study taxonomy? What is the importance of taxonomy? What is the scope of taxonomy? So we will see one by one scope and importance of taxonomy. So taxonomy has a great role in information storage and retrieval system. Then second is the knowledge of taxonomy, indispensable for foresters, genetics, plant breeders, plant pathologists and even for the biotechnologists. Then this taxonomical knowledge is also used for the production of a disease resistant crop by introducing a new gene into a crop plant. Then the chemist analyze plant material for cancer inhibiting drugs should know the name of plant from which the material are procured. Then next, scope and important is that the taxonomical knowledge is useful for the ecologist. Then it is also useful for giving a scientific name of the plant. Then it is also used to prepare a exhaustive floristic inventory of fragile ecosystem of the tropics. Then this taxonomical knowledge is also useful for the pool the data from the various level, for example organismic, structural, ultrastructural and molecular level. It is essential for agriculture, horticulture, plant breeding and medicinal studies. Taxonomy is the only science which deals with the totality of the organism. Then next scope and important is it is most useful science for the conservation of biodiversity. The knowledge of plant taxonomy is the prime importance and fundamental in establishing the gene bank or germplasm collection. The proper assessment and utilization and conservation of biodiversity cannot be done without the knowledge of taxonomy. Then, like other sciences, taxonomy has equal role in survival and improving man's life on the earth planet. It is the basis for self-sufficient of food, fodder, fuel and fiber in future. Taxonomy play an important role in green revolution as well as in a gene revolution. Plant taxonomy has played a significant role in agriculture, horticulture and forestry in developing high-yielding varieties with adequate knowledge of plant taxonomy. One can identify the plant of interest and can perform a successful hybridization experiment. This taxonomical knowledge is also used in pharmaceutical industries. Then it is also useful for the ecologist for the basic knowledge of plant taxonomy. Find it easy to choose suitable plants to be raised as a soil binder, to check desertification, for example fast growing trees for afforestation, mineral indicator plant for mineral exploration. So these are the scope and importance of plant taxonomy. Next is the objectives and importance of plant taxonomy. The main objective, that is the identification, nomenclature and classification of plant. Then second is to provide a convenient method of identification and communication, to provide a classification system based on natural affinities of organism. Then next is to provide an inventory of plant taxa by means of flora, monographs, manuals, etc. Then to store knowledge of past and present plant, to perceive evolution, find out the process and interpret its result, to provide an information relationship between the various disciplines of biological science and taxonomy and to generate the data for systemizing a system of classification. The next objective is to provide phenetic, natural and phylogenetic data. These all objectives can be achieved by two types of approaches. That is empirical approach, that is it based on practical experience, observation, fact and characters. And second approach is the interpretative approach. It is achieved by evolution of taxa or past history of organism. That is the phylogenetic classification is used to achieve interpretative approach. Okay. So there are some terms which are regarding the taxonomy. That is the exploration. It includes visit to all seasons for a period or year. Then second term is description. In this description, there is a listing of different characteristic features of a particular plant. Okay. Then third is the identification. This identification is to recognize unknown specimen, and there are various methods of identification. First one is expert determination, then second is the recognition, third is the comparison, fourth is the use of key, synopsis, outlines, etc. Then fourth is the classification. In classification, there is arrangement of organism into groups on the basis of similarities and differences. There are three kinds of system: artificial, natural, phylogenetic. And last is the nomenclature. It deals with the determination of correct scientific name for taxon. So in this way, we introduce the plant taxonomy here. So thank you very much. In next video, we discuss about the classification systems. Thank you.